Hey, all you Huskies and Pups, welcome to Music Thursdays with Mr. S, week number 4. Once again, I am super excited to be back with you. Now, if you were here last week, you know that we were talking about the William Tell Overture, and this is William Tell Overture Pt.2. If you haven't seen last week's video, you may want to go there first before starting this one. Then you can check out the beginning and the introduction and find out what exactly the William Tell Overture is, what piece of music we're talking about. And don't forget, it was written by a composer named who? What was his name? Gioacchino Rossini. Okay, remember that. Gioacchino Rossini. Hopefully you just got a good look at him. So last week, we learned about Old Joe from Winnipeg in Manitoba, Canada. Right? We even learned where Canada was on the map. We showed you that last week. And we talked about the story of Old Joe coming off and winning the race. So today we are going to reenact Old Joe's race. Isn't that exciting? We're going to use some body motions. We're also going to use some non-pitch percussion if you want to do that to reenact Old Joe's race. Now before we do that, we have to learn the different sections of this song. We'll learn each individual section, and then in between each one of those sections we'll practice the motions that you're going to use in order to dance along with this piece. Now, we don't have a classroom with everybody together at this time. I realize that, otherwise we'd have a big circle going. But you can do this just like I'm going to by myself, like in your backyard, and you can follow these motions on your own. You're going to find that this is such a fun song to do and move around with. It'll give you an opportunity to get up and get that blood flowing, as well as learning about a wonderful piece of music. So, section A, we started learning this one last time, and I had you echo me while we sang it. So, why don't you echo me again real quick, and then I will show you the motions as well. So, section A is giddy up, Old Joe. Very good. Let's do it again. Giddy up, Old Joe. Good job. Actually, it's let's go. I messed that up. So I'll do it correct this time. If you can't make a mistake, you can't make anything. That's right. So, giddy up, Old Joe. Giddy up, let's go. Very nice echoing. Let's do it again. Giddy up, Old Joe. Giddy up, yo ho. Your turn. Excellent job. I'll do the whole thing, and then you can do the whole thing after me, okay? Giddy up, Old Joe. Giddy up, let's go. Giddy up, Old Joe. Giddy up, yo ho. Your turn. Very good. And the second time, now A repeats itself. A has a repeat sign. And so A is going to repeat itself. So the first time we're going to sing it, the second time we're going to let that music play. Okay? So let's take a look at what that's going to look like.
Ladies and gentlemen, to Prairie Side Fairway. The horses are taking their gates. In lane 8, we have a late entry. Farmer Bob's Old Joe. Let's wish him well. And they're off.
Giddy up, Old Joe. Giddy up, let's go. Giddy up, Old Joe. Giddy up, yo ho.
Isn't that fun? That's a lot of fun. Now, here comes section B. Now, on section B, when you're already galloping for section A, we're going to start galloping the other direction in a circle, and we're going to slap our hip like we're telling the horse to go a little bit faster, right? So it's like we're using our spurs on our boots, and we're going to make our horse go a little bit faster because it gets a little more exciting in section B. So after we've already done the gallop in section A, then we're going to switch direction and then go to section B. So section B is this. Go ahead and echo after me. My turn, and then yours. Racing down the dusty track. Sorry, I'm making lots of mistakes today. I'll do it one more time just so I make sure I get it right, so you get it right. Racing down the dusty track. Your turn. Excellent job. And just like section A, this one repeats itself, so we're only going to sing the first time, and then we'll let the music play it the second time. One more time. My turn. Racing down the dusty track. Your turn. Excellent. And this would be where we are slapping our hip, like we are using the reins, right? And like we're using our spurs and our boots and making the horse go faster. Let's take a look at what that looks like, okay? Here we go.
Racing, 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 racing down the dusty track. Racing, 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 racing down the dusty track.
I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. This is so much fun. All right, the next part that we come upon in this piece is what's called the bridge. The bridge, okay? Now, what's interesting about the bridge is a bridge does exactly what you think it would do. It connects two different parts of the song, just like a real bridge connects two different parts of land, right? It has land on one side, then you have the bridge, and then you have the land on the other. Well, a bridge in a song does the exact same thing. We have one piece of the music, then we're going to use the bridge to take us over to the other side, so we have another piece of music. Okay? So, and we're going to call that the bridge. Okay, so it goes, look at Joe, he is taking the lead. Cheer him on, he deserves it indeed. Your turn. My turn first. Tell you what, let's do it in sections. I'll do mine first, then you. Okay, my turn. Look at Joe, he is taking the lead. Your turn. Excellent. Now my turn. Cheer him on, he deserves it indeed. Your turn. Excellent. And that's the C section, right? And during the C, or excuse me, not the C section, we're not there yet. This is the bridge. Now during the bridge, you're going to point, right? So during that point, we're going to stop and sing, and we're going to point to the center. Now, if we did this in class, we'd have a whole line of horses that are galloping around, and then we'd have old Joe galloping in the center, and we would all point to him. In this case, though, since you're going to be on your own doing this, or if you get your brothers or sisters, or even your mom and dad, if you can talk them into it, they could join you in the backyard or around the house or wherever doing this. You will point to whoever you select as old Joe. Okay? So one more time with the bridge. I'll sing both lines, and you sing them after me, okay? Look at Joe, he is taking the lead. Cheer him on, he deserves it indeed. Your turn. Excellent. Then, we're going to come back to letter A. Remember letter A? Sing it with me this time. Giddy up, old Joe. Giddy up, let's go. Giddy up, Joe. Giddy up, yo ho. Excellent. Now, the only thing we have left to do is learn letter C. And on letter C, we're going to stop and we're going to cheer. Right? So after we've done letter A, like done the bridge, and then we've done letter A again, then we're going to go to letter C. And that's going to stop, and we're going to have the bridge. Okay? And so letter C. We're also going to sing letter C, right? So, what a race, no matter where you placed. Can you sing that for me, please? Very good. Now, there's another line to it as well, because it actually repeats itself. So the first time we sing that, second time we sing, take a bow, you really showed them how. Your turn. Excellent. Now my turn. What a race, no matter where you placed. Take a bow, you really showed them how. Okay, your turn. Can you sing all that? Excellent. Awesome, awesome. So the final form of this piece is going to be A, B, bridge, A, C, C. Okay, that's like the roadmap. So in case you're listening to all this going, well, I've learned all your parts, Mr. S, but I don't know where they all go in the song. I don't know where to put them. Well, now you do. The final form of this piece, A, B, bridge, A, C, C. Excellent. So you can also, before we go today, one other thing you can do, after you've done the dance to this, after you moved around a little bit and had some fun being a horse, you can also get some non-pitch percussion instruments and play along with the steady pulse to this song. The trick is finding instruments that line up with the meaning in each individual section. So, for example, section A, giddy up, old Joe. you might want to have something like sticks or something that you can clop together like like horses. Do 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 do. Right? Section B. Racing, 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 racing down the dusty track. Use the same thing, or you may use something else like pots and pans, make it a little bit faster, right? And then for cheering, something you can shake, right? Look at Joe, he is taking the lead, right? You can start having some things to shake. So there's all sorts of ways you can find to make some steady beat percussion in this song as well, okay? So I hope you guys have had fun on section 2, on lesson number 2 of the William Tell Overture. Okay, we're going to try the dance together. I'll show you the full dance here in just one moment. You can do it right along with me, and then you can do it at home as much as you want. Good thing that is it's on YouTube or the Facebook page, so you can go ahead and rewind it back and do it with me as much as you want to, okay? Then next week we're going to finish up with the final part to the William Tell Overture, Part 3. So don't forget to check back next week on Music Thursdays. Also, don't forget to check on Miss Beers and Miss K. Spolt's PE Mondays and Wednesdays, and Mrs. Engdahl's Around the World in 8 Days with Phileas Frog for Music Tuesdays, okay? All sorts of specials fun during this distance learning. But for Mr. S, to all you dogs and pups, we'll see you next time.
The horses are taking their gates. In lane 8, we have a late entry. Farmer Bob's Old Joe. Let's wish him well. And they're off.
Giddy up, Old Joe, giddy up, let's go. Giddy up, Old Joe, giddy up, yo ho. Racing, 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 racing down the dusty track. Racing, 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 racing down the dusty track. Look at Joe, he is taking the lead. Cheer him on, he deserves it indeed. Giddy up, Old Joe, giddy up, let's go. Giddy up, Old Joe, giddy up, yo ho.